Grookey Community Day is this weekend in Pokémon GO. This is probably the best community day we've seen in some time, and we're going to show you why. Our favorite Stardust bonus is back. We have a brand new move update to talk about, but most importantly, we're going to show you how to really maximize this day. This is Grookey Community Day. With Go With Us. As usual, let's get time and dates out of the way. Guys, we're going to be swinging through the jungle on Sunday because on Sunday 18th from 2 to 5 p.m. local time, Grookey Community Day will be live, so that's a 3-hour time frame. But let's talk about our featured Community Day Pokemon. Grookey. Grookey is a grass-type starter coming from the Galar region in Generation 8. Grookey can evolve into Thwackey using 25 candy, and finally into Rillaboom using 100 candy, which is also a pure grass type. But how good is Rillaboom in Pokemon GO right now? Well, let's have a look at its base stats. It has a max CP of 3758, which is very strong, an attack value of 239, which is well over above average, a defense of 168, as well as a stamina of 225. So overall, a pretty good start here. It has weaknesses to 5 different things, which is going to be Bug, Fire, Flying, Ice, and Poison. The fast attacks it has access to is going to be Razor Leaf and Scratch, and the charge moves it has access to is going to be Grass Knot, Energy Ball, and Earth Power. This is a good time to mention that on this day, up until 9 p.m. that night, if you evolve Thwackey into Rillaboom, you will be able to get the legacy move Frenzy Plant on this Pokemon. Frenzy Plant does 100 power in gyms and raids, as well as 100 power in trainer battles. Incredibly strong, but it doesn't end there. There is going to be another move added to its pool, which is going to be called Drum Beating. This is technically Rillaboom's signature move, especially in the main series games. We're just going to leave some footage on screen to see how that really looked in the VGC games, but guys, Drum Beating is actually potentially even more powerful. So in trainer battles, it's actually going to do 60 power only, but it's going to lower the Pokemon's attack by 1 stage, but in gyms and raids, it's going to do 115 power. We're not sure yet if this is going to be a 1 or 2 bar charge. That being said though, this could make a big difference on this Pokemon. A pretty strong start here. We will look at the rankings and PvP a little bit later to see how this translates. Let's move on to the bonuses now. First and foremost, it's going to be our favorite, which is going to be 3 times catch Stardust for this 3-hour time frame, which is incredible. It's also going to be 2 times catch candy for catching Pokemon, 2 times the chance for trainers level 31 to receive XL candy from catching Pokemon. Incenses activated during this event will last for 3 hours, but that does not include the daily incense. We can take 5 snapshots to get photobombed 5 times from Grookey, and that Grookey can be shiny. Speaking of shinies, every single Grookey that you encounter on this day is going to have a boosted shiny rate of 1 in 25, and that does include field research as well. It takes on almost this lighter green, especially when it goes into that Rillaboom. Really pretty shiny. Just to touch on the lure module bonus a little bit more, it seems like what they have introduced in community days this year is that up until 9 p.m. that night, Grookey will be drawn to lure modules, but more importantly, it will have the same shiny rate. So if you couldn't play that calm day during the time frame, you can up until 9 p.m. that night pop a lure module, and those Grookeys will come in the same shiny rate. It doesn't end there. We can also make 1 additional special trait per day, which actually gives us a total of 3 because we're in the season of the Precious Paths right now, which allows us to do 2 special traits per day. On this day, it's going to stack until 3. Please, we say this every single time a trading bonus comes around. It's very important to trade Pokemon. We're going to leave some examples on screen right now. We've seen some incredible results from this. Don't sleep on trading. And just to end there, trades are going to cost 50% less Stardust too. Remember I said in the beginning of this video, this is probably the best community day we've seen for some time. Let me show you why. The bonuses do not end there. During this Grookey Community Day, we are still going to be in the middle of the High Zaptitude event. Let me show you how these bonuses go even further. First and foremost, if you did buy the ticket during this event, it's going to be half egg hatch distance. More importantly, once we reach level 1 and level 3 of those tiers during that event, in tier 1 it's going to be 2 times catch XP, and in tier 3 it's going to be 2 times hatch Stardust. This is absolutely incredible because we can stack all of these together to maybe have the best calm day in terms of bonuses we've had in some time, and we're going to show you why as soon as we get to the tips. Huge. But let's move on to that field research now. Remember, every single Grookey you encounter from field research will have a 1 in 25 shiny chance, but the task for this field research is going to be catch 3 Grookey, but more importantly, the 100% IV for that Grookey is going to be 465 CP. So screenshot that now if you want to remember. The other rewards are going to be 5 Great Balls or 5 Ultra Balls, 2 Pineapple Berries, or 500 Stardust, but remember that this Stardust will multiply as well if you do have that star piece running, which is something we're going to extend out in a little bit as well. But if you do want the special background research, and there's going to be 3 different tasks on this specific day, which will reward you a Grookey encounter with the special background. That is going to be win a 5-star raid or higher, trade a Pokemon, as well as complete a party challenge. If you do want to purchase the Grookey Community Day ticket for a total cost of $2, that's going to upgrade your experience, but their main rewards here is that you're pretty much going to get like another 10 Grookey encounters, Thwack encounter, Rillaboom encounter. You'll be getting 60 Ultra Balls, 1 Rocket Raider, and 1 Premium Battle Pass. To be honest, for $2, that's actually a very, very good ticket. Alrighty, main details out of the way, and to be honest, this is going to be my favorite part of this video because this is really the heartbeat of why this community day might be the best of the entire year. Tip number 1 is going to be all about candy gains, and this specific day is important for more reason than one. But first and foremost, how do we really maximize the candy gains? You really need to Mega Evolve a Mega Level 2, but specifically, hopefully, a Mega Level 3 Grass type Pokemon. I believe there are 4 you can go for. You can do a Mega Sceptile, Mega Abomasnow, Mega Venusaur, as well as Primal Groudon, because it does take on that grass typing. Anything that's at Mega Level 3 is great, because here's why. The mathematics on this day is incredible. With the 2x catch candy bonus, every single Grookey you catch is going to grant you 6 candy. If you use a Pineapple Berry, that's going to be 12 candy. If you have a Mega Level 3 grass type Pokemon available or out, it's going to grant you 14 candy for 1 catch. Guys, that is absolutely, it's incredibly good. And the main reason why you want candy is gonna be for that G-Max Rillaboom for when it does come back into rotation for max battles. G-Max Rillaboom is by miles the best grass type max attacker in the entire game. And to stack that even more, we really want to get the XL candy for this G-Max Rillaboom. Or if you don't have a G-Max, maybe you have that Hundo or 98 D-Max that you're still looking for candy or XL candy. This is a perfect concentrated day to get the candy, but specifically the XL candy for that G-Max Rillaboom when it does come around. To stack that even more, remember, whenever you catch a Grookey that's a high level, there's more chance of you getting XL candy, and the same goes for when you transfer a higher level Grookey to Professor Willow, you get more chance of XL candy as well. So guys, today is a huge candy day, but it's because of that G-Max Rillaboom on top of the raid attacking Pokemon that we're going to touch on just now. Tip number 2, XP gains. You're probably already like, wait, Mikey, it's a Stardust day. It's not an XP day. Remember what I said just a couple of minutes ago. Guys, we are still going to be in the middle of the High Zaptitude event, and the tier 1 bonus of that event is going to be 2x catch XP. So what can we do here? On top of getting Stardust, which we're going to touch on, guys, every single excellent throw you throw in a Grookey during this day while a lucky egg is popped, you're going to be getting 4,000 XP per catch. And as we know, community days, there are going to be Grookey everywhere. So you really want to try and master that excellent throw in the first hour. And from there, it's not the easiest excellent throw, but it's not the hardest either. Try and get that excellent throw down quickly so you will be able to maximize XP as well. But let's keep that brief, because moving on to tip number 3, we're going to be talking about how to maximize Stardust on this day. And there are probably 3 different ways that we can split this. First and foremost, guys, every single Grookey you catch on this day, base is going to be 300 Stardust. With a star piece running is going to be 450 Stardust. If they are weather boosted in sunny weather, because remember, the sun boosts grass type Pokemon, you're going to be getting 563 Stardust per catch. That is, I remember actually doing this on a, it was Snivy Calm Day. It was the very first Calm Day I think I played properly. Guys, I was blown away just to see how powerful these Stardust bonuses are. But it doesn't end there. When the spawns maybe slow down, or you're maybe not playing in a very dense area, please remember to catch your stack tasks. I'm going to leave an example on screen right now of a Sableye that I caught on a star piece with the 3x catch Stardust day. It granted me 3,375 Stardust for 1. And let's say you had other stack like an Audino or a Combi. These are all going to multiply tremendously to just add into your Stardust bank. So that's the second thing. And the third layer here for me is probably what makes this Calm Day possibly the best of the year, just because it's stacking together with a different event. Guys, remember, the tier 3 bonus of the High Zaptitude event is 2x hatch Stardust. But more importantly, if you did buy the ticket, it's going to be half egg hatch distance. Please gather 12-kilometer eggs. You can get it from a team leader. Clean out your eggs before this event. This is why we were releasing this video early early enough so you can do this in the days leading up to this. Guys, have 12-kilometer eggs outside of an event with the star piece running. So this is outside of the event. You're going to be getting generally about 70 to 100,000 Stardust for one 12-kilometer egg batch. But with this 2 times hatch Stardust bonus, with the star piece running, you're going to be getting 150,000 Stardust for one 12-kilometer egg batch hatching. Guys, do not overlook this. This is probably one of the most powerful Stardust. And remember, that's going to happen in 1 minute. It's so powerful. This is literally a Stardust haven. And remember, the eggs are going to hatch even quicker because if you do have the ticket, it's going to be half egg hatch distance. So guys, once those 12-kilometer eggs are cleared out, then you could maybe spin gyms to get a higher chance of getting a 10-kilometer egg, or you could even open gifts to get 9 7-kilometer eggs and hatch those again on a star piece running. We're just talking tens of thousands of Stardust. Please do not overlook this. It's incredibly powerful. Tip number 4 is all about trading Pokemon. You guys probably wonder, if you see a lot of content from these top content creators and these pros, how do they get so many hundos? How do they get so many shundos? They trade Pokemon. They don't just sit and do raids all day, guys. Why? Because they don't want to waste their money. Some people have the money to spend, but a lot of us don't. We are free to play, and this is the best way to maximize free to play. So the best way to do this is that you want to be trading. In this particular case, try and trade 100 Grookeys per day with a best friend particularly, because the base floor when you trade a Pokemon at best friends is 555, which means your chances of a hundo, especially if you trade 100 per day, which is the trade max cap, 100 per day, 100 per day, 100 per day, eventually that hundo is going to arrive. And in Grookey's case, do we want the hundo? Definitely, and let's show you why. Guys, as a raid attacker, Rillaboom right now is the 13th best grass type attacker in the entire game, and that's without Frenzy Plant or Drum Beating. When the shadow of this Pokemon does eventually get released, this is going to easily break into the top 10, and who knows, with that Drum Beating, it could even break into the top 5. As a budget Pokemon, yeah, like we said, you have to get the candy, and you really need to power up these Pokemon and try and get that hundo. Remember to trade. But let's move on to PvP now to see how good is Rillaboom going to be in PvP. And unfortunately, and I couldn't believe this when I did the research, in the Great League and Ultra League specifically right now, it is ranked so poorly. It's not even ranked in the top 500 of either leagues, which is so disappointing. But I do think that Drum Beating with the attack value of 60, but also lowering your opposing Pokemon's attack value by 1, I think that could make a little bit of a difference to this Pokemon, although not astronomical, because I just think its typing and its weaknesses are a little bit too prevalent. However, in the Master League, it actually performs even better. Still not really ranking in the top kind of 200 or 100, but it does have key wins against something like Kyogre, for example. And who knows, if you ran Earth Power on it, you could even take down something like a Crown Sword Zacian. Yeah, it could be a really good spice pick in the Master League, especially with this Drum Beating now. Tip number 5, and we're going to keep this brief. Guys, remember that your Gardener medal is a platinum medal which requires you to catch 2,500 grass type Pokemon. Because Grookey is a grass type, you can see where I'm going with this. If you grind this hard, and if you have enough bag space and you play this hard for 3 hours, we're talking potentially close to 1,000 Grookey if you really grind. With Incense running, with Spatial Rend running as well, you really want to be getting the numbers on this day. 1, to chip away this medal, but also to really maximize your Stardust. Remember to chip away that Gardener medal, because to get to level 80, we need 50 platinum medals. If you guys want to see everything going on in Pokemon Go this week, we will leave it as the end screen, and believe me, particularly this video, you guys are really enjoying. We cover everything every single Sunday, and trust me, we do not leave any stone unturned, and we cover every single event individually as well. Guys, love you so much. Go with us. Please smash that like and subscribe button and hit that hype button too. We really appreciate your support, and it really helps us grow. And honestly, we would be forever grateful. Love you guys. Go with us, and we'll catch you in the next one, baby. Shh. Come, buddy.